everyone. Welcome to Rivals of Waterdeep, episode 28, episode 8 of season 3. Let's go around the room and introduce ourselves, starting with our pronouns, characters, all that good stuff. So let's start with Brandon.
That's weird. I'm like first.
You're first.
I'm Brandon Sinnis. I play Ren Leadon. My pronouns are he, him, and Ren too.
Oh, okay. Well, now I know. Hey, guys, I am Cicero Holmes. I am playing your halfling bard, Perrin Underbow. Both Perrin and I prefer to be called he or him.
I'm Serena Marie, and I play Ashbourne. Our pronouns are she, her, and she's a ranger.
Hi, my name is Carlos Luna. I play Knock Knock, the half-orc fighter. Our preferred pronouns are he, him.
All right, and I am Sharif Jackson, pronouns he, him. I am your dungeon master, also Shaka and other NPCs that we have encountered in the adventure. Everyone.
Yes.
Before we get into the recap, what's going on, guys?
Well, first off, I guess the first thing that we need to mention,
We
are one short.
We are missing a paladin.
You're
We are missing a paladin.
Yes.
Tanya the Pass
Yes.
and Celise Asterio.
Astorio?
Astorio.
Astorio, yes.
Are in the South sipping on mint juleps as we speak. Actually, Tanya's down at South by Southwest in Austin eating barbecue and having great talks, both on and off the dais. Tanya, we miss you. We love you. We will see you next week.
Yeah. She's I don't know if she's still speaking now, but she had something at 11.
Yeah.
So I was watching her right before here. So yeah.
Right.
Congrats, Tanya, and thank you.
Yeah.
You guys ever been to South by Southwest?
I've never been.
Never been.
I want to go too.
Yeah.
We should all go.
We shall go next year.
Right now, surprise time.
Okay, surprise, Tanya.
See you guys.
We'll just take a GoPro and play on the way.
Yeah, we can use the Tesseract. Go over there.
I've always wanted to go. It always seemed like an awesome place for like indie music and all that. But like it's grown over the years that it's like a catch-all event for like everything.
It is. Yeah. It is now.
Yeah, I actually might. I'm trying to angle be on the education side because like they have like an educational subconference. I'm trying to.
We
angle my
don't
tutoring
need
business.
no education.
Hey everybody, what's up? My name's Sharif Jackson. Let's talk about numbers.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be fun. Yeah. All right, so let's jump into the recap, everyone.
Jump into this recap.
All right, so previously on Rivals of Waterdeep. Whoosh. I'm trying to keep my hands up because that whoosh was dope. And they stay there. All right, guys, what happened last week?
We went to Blackstaff Tower.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did. You went to Blackstaff Tower kind of willingly. I think you guys were. Actually, Ash was super excited. She was, she was like basically running into the very tropey steps.
Yeah, I think Celise was the most reluctant.
She was very reluctant.
I wouldn't say reluctant. I would say apprehensive.
I thought she was going to stay. Actually, I really thought she was. So I was looking forward to another split the party song.
Right.
But what happened once you guys got there?
I forgot her name, but
Vajra.
Vajra was bringing Jiraxel. In like this box that was floating box and put it in the corner.
It's a
cube. Yep. And in each corner of the room, there was like a different person. There was like a mind flayer, and there was
a giant orc.
Was it an orc?
It was.
So the name of the mind flayer was Nihilor. Okay. And the name of the two-headed, well, I didn't name it, but like the race is Etten is the name.
Gotcha.
Ettin, Etten.
Oh, yes. And in the other corner was Shaka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cubed up.
Cubed up. You got cubed.
You got cubed.
Shaka, we got Shaka released, and we were told that he was in cahoots. There was a cahooting going on.
Cahooting hoot.
There was a cahooting going on with Shaka and the Xanathar.
We found
And
out
we
that
got a big reveal.
Yeah.
Big reveal from Shaka.
that
right?
the Xanathar is Shaka's patron.
That is correct.
Not to be confused with his Patreon.
Yeah, that is correct.
Very different.
Yes.
Shaka have a Patreon.
Yeah,
It's
go
$1
to
a month.
www.patreon.com/Shaka.
Shaka
Missing
Maps.
step.
Shaka Maps.
Yeah, sign up.
Yeah, go ahead, sign up for Shaka Maps on
Yes.
Patreon.
Puzzle solving.
Puzzle solving. The $10 donation you get.
Rube Goldberg machines, complete with the music. Dun, dun, dun,
I hope you guys are writing this down. I want to start this.
What you doing in that water, Shaka? Just streaming.
Come
on.
You're
Okay,
gonna
well,
be
see you
such
guys.
a great
That was
dad.
Charlie says he's good dad jokes. Like the Shaka Khan dance when he said it before. It was pretty good.
That is your conference, right? The Shaka Khan.
It is Shaka Khan, yeah. So what Shaka also gave another big reveal. You guys remember what it was? That he created something?
Oh, that he created the cube that had hypnotized us and trapped us. And also our
Crystal Pepsi. He created
Crystal Pepsi, which is the Negaverse version of all of us.
Yes,
It's just
yes.
called Crystal
Is it Crystal
Pepsi.
Pepsi?
Because that's the opposite of regular Pepsi. It tastes the same, but it's clear.
Is it Pepsi Clear? Or
No, it's Crystal Pepsi.
It's Crystal.
No, wasn't there two different? Wasn't there also a Pepsi Clear?
Maybe
There's been a
at
bunch
some
of
point.
failed. There's been a bunch of failed sodas.
Have you guys ever had?
Crystal Pepsi.
It
guys
confuses
have it?
my
I never
brain.
had.
Yeah,
I never had
I've never had it.
It was either I forgot which one came out when I was a freshman in 1998. It was either Crystal
Oh
Pepsi.
no,
or
yeah.
wasn't.
Crystal Pepsi
No, it
was
was
way
like-
before
yeah.
that.
But yeah, they were handing it out for free because they wanted to get us college kids.
Hooked on your Crystal Pepsi.
Clear stuff.
Yeah,
Gross.
Yeah,
Have you guys ever had Zima?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
I
it's
never had
horrible.
Zima. Have you had
Don't tell my friend Boone that. He'll be very upset. That's his thing.
Here's what I'll say. You could have one Zima, okay?
Yeah, I
but
would have
like,
it all the time.
you can't drink more than one without puking, right, guys?
what?
Because it's in a multi.
That was the same thing that happened to you, right, guys?
Do you drink two Zimas and immediately puke?
I got like
Is that what happened?
Wow.
I got a 6-pack of Zima just like as a joke, like, this Zima, it's really funny. And then I'm like,
downing
well,
it,
I guess I
you're
gotta drink the
You gotta
Zima.
moderate the Zima.
It
man.
was horrible. It's
still
like
sell
it's
it
it's
now.
battery acid.
Yeah.
It just
Is it? I've never had a Zima, but in my mind, it's the same as a Fresca, but that's different.
No.
Fresca's
Oh, no. Very
delicious,
different.
right?
Yes, it's
Very
I love
different.
Fresca, you guys.
like a harder Mike's Hard Lemonade, I guess.
A harder Mike's Lemonade.
Mike's
harder.
Harder lemonade.
hardcore lemonade.
But it
My
doesn't-
name's Steven. This is harder. Harder than Mike.
Yeah. Does
What?
anybody watch Agents of Shield?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a really good Zima. Zima.
There is.
Shout out on.
What was
Agents
it?
of
What was it?
Well, people might not have seen it. Well, I can. I
mean, it was like
there's.
it's been out for a while.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not been out for a while. I am very sensitive to spoiling.
That's really kind of you. That's good.
There was just a character that was really addicted to Zima.
Is addicted to Zima. Is it your friend
Boone.
Boone? What are you doing?
What's your
We're in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah,
We like that, guys.
what's the amount of time for a spoiler? What's the minimum of amount of time that you guys give for a spoiler?
Depends on what it is. There is a
15.
grading scale.
It depends.
I'm kidding.
She's like 2004 just hit the books, guys.
I think it's different, and this might be weird. I think it's different for a TV show than a movie.
Okay.
Like, I really do.
Because there's more to digest, so it takes longer for. Is that what you're saying? It
Yes.
takes longer for a DVD. Okay.
Yeah, I think
What's
so.
a movie? What do you give a movie?
Me personally is longer than most people.
What is it, 15 years?
I'll give it probably like a couple months for me.
Oh, that's not bad.
But for
not bad
most
at
people,
all.
it's like 2 weeks, 3
Oh,
weeks.
Oh, no.
Those are normal human
I see
beings.
stuff on Twitter like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, they're
like,
not. They're not
Honestly,
nice.
like,
people.
hey, I just need to have this discussion, guys. Sorry if you couldn't put your kids in a babysitter and see the movie.
God.
People are so like, they're like, I have to say it.
Yeah,
Just don't say
I don't
it.
get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
What's yours?
It's probably a really long time. I think it's like,
it is 15 years.
it's not 15 years, but it's like, if it's a show, it's a couple months.
Okay.
A couple months.
Yeah.
See, I think longer for a show. I give
Yeah.
more than a couple
Yeah.
months for a show.
Okay.
I give like almost like a seat, like the next season.
Yeah.
usually.
Well,
Something like that.
yeah. And I also,
Well,
like,
I give a
I
lot.
preface, like, have you seen it? And
Right.
if they haven't, then I just, my spoiler is unlimited.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
I won't
so
ruin it, even if it's been like
That's
years.
my thing. Hey guys, here's the right answer. The right answer is don't spoil things on the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah,
right?
but people can't stop. They're like, they want to
If you
spoil.
are talking to someone and you ask them about a thing and they say they have not seen it, just don't talk
spoil
about it.
it.
Yeah,
Just don't
just don't
spoil
talk about
it.
it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That's my
Yeah,
thing.
but people
But-
are nuts. I saw Captain Marvel on Friday, and people were making fun of me because I didn't see it Thursday night. I have to tell you
I still
about
haven't
this.
seen it.
I'm like 24 hours later. What's wrong?
I'm gonna finish my midterms,
with people?
and
Right.
then I'm gonna see it again tonight, hopefully.
Nice.
There you
Nice.
go. There you go. Yeah, I'll just say that I guess for movies, my limit is like a generation. If people don't know that movie didn't exist,
Oh, does it reset?
if they have, if other people haven't heard of the thing, then I think it's okay for me to talk to people who have seen it, or speak about it in general, and say spoilers for.
Oh, who hasn't?
spoiler
Yeah.
for things like like it's okay for me to say that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's
Hold on,
father.
excuse me.
World.
Right.
Whoa.
I did it.
Oh, wow.
I did it.
I started in the prequels.
Right,
So
yeah.
I'm
I'm not there
I'm not
yet.
there
Where's
yet.
the story
I'm not
going?
there. I thought we followed more of a Jar Jar story sideline, but apparently the white guy, huh? Oh wow, weird.
So there's a really
all about Mace
great,
Windu.
there's a really great article, kind of not really a serious article about how Jar Jar Binks is like a Sith Lord.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, I
love
saw
it.
And
that.
like how he's
I
really
believe
been
it.
behind
Right.
all the.
It changes
Mechanics of,
everything. Changes everything. The
pretty good.
prequels are amazing, guys.
Speaking of Sith Lord, I'm pretty sure Vadra is like.
Oh, nice bringing it back.
Is that a segue back? Is that a segue back?
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
I was going to tell an awesome story on
welcome.
how I ruined the Sixth Sense for my friend, but okay, I guess we'll talk about this show that we're on right
Vadra
now.
is a Sith
Gotta save it for the
Lord.
podcast. Gotta save it for the podcast. Yes. Yeah. So, what were you saying about Vadra?
Well, I think that she wanted to test our abilities in a small enclosed space with
Jarlaxle.
Jarlaxle.
It's like
and
an axle on a car.
a jar
With
and
a
an
jar in
axle.
front.
Got it.
Yes.
And so we developed a plan in which Shaka would pretend that he had captured us.
Right.
And would release Jarlaxle to try to get information and the cube from him. That plan it almost worked, but poor Shaka, triggered by the emotional weight of everything that had happened to him, crumpled into a sad pile onto the ground, and we had to fight Jarlaxle.
Yes. Yeah. He pretty much had a breakdown for sure.
Right.
Um,
We did not do well.
Oh, and he lost his powers. That was like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right. Shaka
Yeah,
lost his powers.
Because he hit
Yeah.
unsubscribe on Xanathar.
Missing all those newsletters.
Yeah, exactly. As a warlock, you get your most of your power from the patrons. If you unoath yourself, as Ashbourne put it, you do lose all your stuff. So so you guys fought Jarlaxle. I'll tell you guys this: I was a little easy on you guys.
I mean,
with
thank you. 'Cause
what he could do.
he kind of almost murdered
But
us.
I'll say, if you guys come across him again, since you've seen him once, I might not be.
Well, since we've seen him
Actually,
twice.
yes, exactly. Since you've seen him twice, I might unleash.
Third time.
I was like, third time's a charm,
time,
baby.
run away.
I might
Yeah.
unleash the fullness.
Some
Fullness.
Maybe we have fullness to unleash.
Yeah. Have you thought about
Yeah.
Have you thought about that?
Yeah.
thought about that?
Maybe we were going easy on him.
Yeah. So you guys got the cube.
Yep.
What did Shaka show you guys about the cube?
We had alternate versions of
Yes.
ourselves?
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Which I forget, what was the name?
The Crystal Pepsi.
The Crystal Pepsi version.
Yes.
Interestingly, Ash was a fox person holding a human person.
That is correct.
And like in game, I was like, cool. After game, I was like, oh. Like,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, so like Shaka basically built this trap for the Xanathar to capture you guys, but he built kind of a back door into it, where when your reflections disappeared during the episode when you were trapped in it, that was actually him making a copy of you guys in the cube, and it's this weird inverted version.
So it was like a
guys.
Xerox with like a really low DPI. That's what happened, right?
Whoa!
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Sure. And,
Serena's been
exactly.
learning about rasterized images all this week. So,
Exactly.
so she's trying to apply it to real world
Yeah,
stuff.
and-
It's very strange.
And then I printed it out on a dot matrix printer, and I like tore off like the
serrated
edges. Yeah,
Carlos is Michael Winslow.
yeah, that actually was pretty good.
Thank you. I got the beeps.
That was pretty good. That's good because I think we made a Police Academy reference like last season. I think.
Yeah,
So
we did.
We got to
I
make
think
one
so.
every
Oh, yeah,
season.
there you go.
We
Last season.
got to
will
make
never
one every
die.
season.
Yes,
because
they
they
will-
need to make another Police Academy.
Oh,
Bring
my
it back.
gosh.
When was the last time they made one?
Oh man.
Oh man, the gritty reboot
I think-
of Police Academy
I-
would be
No, was
great.
the
I've
last
never
one-
seen
I
the
think-
Police
Reboot of Police
No,
Academy.
I was
no,
hoping you didn't see it.
I honestly think I do know this, which is really weird. I think the last one they were in Russia.
Russia, yes. That's what I was thinking, yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was in the late
Yeah, they were in
90s, I want
Russia.
to say. It was like
Yeah,
in the mid to
was-
late 90s.
Was Steve Gutenberg still?
I don't
I don't
think
think he was
so.
in it anymore.
I mean, he's got to be the EP on that.
I think it
series now.
was.
I don't think he was in it anymore.
I think it was.
I think Winslow might have still been in it actually.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
I was thinking
Michael Winslow
about
definitely was
Gold,
in it.
that Bobcat.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
he might have still been in
He
it.
might have still been in it, but he's a really good director now, guys.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I don't even know how to do his voice.
Yeah, look,
Yeah, I don't want to like blow everybody's
Yeah.
eardrums
look,
out.
if you've never seen Police Academy, I would suggest Citizens
Citizens
on Patrol.
Yeah, Citizens on
I
Patrol.
think that's 4. I think it's 4. I would suggest watching Citizens.
I remember
on
the
Patrol.
cartoon.
And it had a very young Tony Hawk in it.
Oh, really?
Skateboarding around the mall.
Oh, wow.
Oh, baby Tony Hawk, a baby hawk.
Exactly. Baby
him.
Hawk.
Baby Hawk.
Baby, just a little baby hawk.
His little baby hawk.
Little
His mom was
sparrow.
still regurgitating food into his mouth. And with that image, let's go back to the recap.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
yeah. So basically, Shaka said, "Hey, if we get this cube back to the Xanathar, then your little mirror images can basically report back to you what's going on."
Right.
And then, like Shaka says, that the Xanathar has the final key. Also,
Yes.
Do we have 2 keys? We do, right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys.
yes, you do.
Yes.
We don't know it yet, but the final key is friendship.
Hoping this whole time.
Friendship with the Xanathar.
Yeah, I mean, Ash has tried friending every bad guy.
Exactly. Yes. So you got one key from a reader, which he gave
Yes.
to you
I have a key.
when he was Marty McFlying, and then the other key, the blue dragon that
Gave-
Perrin found, turned into a key.
Oh, yes.
Morphed into a key. So we do have 2. All right.
Perrin is the key holder.
Okay.
Ash is the key holder.
Are you the gatekeeper?
Are we ready to jump in?
I don't
While
like that
Perrin,
movie.
yeah.
Oh.
This guy. Okay. Maybe we do have to delay the beginning of the show.
No,
What is-
in character. Figure it out.
Wow.
I don't know why I can't get into that. I
love
like
that movie.
I love the aesthetics. I love everything about like that. I literally have Ghostbusters stuff. The cartoon is amazing. I grew up with it. I grew up with Ghostbusters 2 more than Ghostbusters 1 because it was
Wow,
always
that
on
is so
USA.
interesting.
There was a lot of things that I grew up with. Part 2, liking part 2 more than part 1.
Indiana Jones,
Indiana
Temple of
Jones,
Doom.
Temple
Okay,
of Doom.
I would agree
Yeah.
with that.
like
I mean, Ghostbusters 2 was fun.
Teen Wolf
but-
2.
Teen Wolf.
I mean, Ghostbusters
Teen
2
Wolf 1.
is the same exact movie as Ghostbusters 1.
No, it is not.
Same exact movies.
I think it's very different.
Fight.
An ancient
Fight each
evil is
other.
taking over the city, and a giant
But it's in a
monster warns.
painting. It's in a
like
painting.
a giant monster takes over the
Well,
streets.
I
It's
think-
exactly the same movie.
But the difference is like it was this whole like the evil of New York, the rudeness of
Yeah.
New Yorkers is creating
was-
the
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah, I liked it.
And then Bobby Brown sings, and they plug
Yes.
in Nintendo
And
controller,
Christopher Walken was
Statue
there.
of Liberty, and
Yeah,
they
the
gotta
power
get
controller.
you home,
yeah,
gotta
that's-
get you home.
Wait, what? What's gotta get you
That was
home?
Bobby
Yeah,
Brown's lose
yeah.
control.
Oh, that part. But
It's
that's not.
up to us. We got to lose control. Very, very
Yeah.
good song.
Yeah,
I was thinking. I was thinking of the song that sings in the Statue of Liberty.
Oh no, that's love is lifting me higher.
This is a classic Bobby Brown joint.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
but
okay.
watch Ghostbusters 1. It's super slow. It's not that good. It's pretty sexist and kind of racist. And like,
you mean that movie was made in the 80s?
All those movies in the 80s?
Exactly.
sometimes I could overlook a little bit, but like every other line is just about like, hey, isn't it this funny? And I'm like, no, it's not that funny.
Yeah, it is a different kind of humor, I think, in Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't know. And I don't find Bill Murray very charismatic. A young Bill Murray very charismatic.
He's a trash human.
Yeah.
But, you know.
He gets better with age.
I feel like back then I could watch Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray talk about anything, and I would just be
D&D
laugh
guys.
about it.
yeah.
Focus up.
As in
Team.
Dan and
right.
Dale,
Yeah.
Dury.
Right.
Oh yeah. Are we doing a D&D show?
Yeah, we are doing a
Because I thought
D&D
this was the
show.
first episode of Carlos's podcast. I'm sorry, I got so confused.
All of Carlos's
So-
podcasts are just episodes.
Every time I come here, I just want to do a podcast. I keep thinking about it. The last week I came up with like Netflix, like frick this show, not because I can't say. Well, I guess I could
You
say
could.
fuck,
Right,
but yeah,
right, yeah.
But
whatever.
Netflix
But yeah,
is
I think that
awful.
that fell on deaf ears, so that's fine. I guess I'll go back to the drawing board with Carlson Netflix show.
He's workshopping it.
This is workshopping.
Let's workshop.
Horrified expression on my face.
One other thing before we get started, I do want to give Perrin some props because I think he gave maybe my favorite PU of the whole series.
Really? Wow.
When you because like I was like re-listening to the show, and when you were trying to bring up the plan, you said that Jarlaxle presumes unrealistically that Shaka is an ally.
Right.
Oh, that was a pretty.
was
That's
like-
good.
That's pretty good
I
PU.
was like,
Yeah,
that
that's
might
really
be
good.
my favorite of the episode.
Yeah, so it's only up from here.
Right. Yeah.
No pressure.
Plateaued.
Only down, straight down. All right. You guys ready to get started? Any
hit it.
final battles of pop culture?
No, I think
get in here.
Controversial opinions.
Yeah.
Let's get in here.
We started Game of Thrones, but we can talk about that later.
Let's talk about it after.
Oy
the show.
vey.
Yeah.
All right.
Winter's coming.
Yes. Now on to the show.
Actually, winter's here. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, let's
Stay
start the
on
show.
target. Stay on target.
We're doing great.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're doing really bad. Okay. All right. So we have our characters have been training with Avadra. Because of that, we have all leveled up. So we were previously level 5 characters for a very long time.
Yes.
So I decided to catch us up to where I feel like we should really be. So we're all now level 8 characters.
Isn't that what Vadra decided?
Well, yes. Well, Vajra didn't say you're level 5. I'm going to move you up to level 8.
I earned my level, guys. No one gave it to me.
They gave it to you. No, we like had all this XP. Just like we just had to cash it in with Vajra.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ka-ching. Right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So we've been training for a few weeks with her, and I want to give some glimpses as to what's happening during the training. Okay. So there's one time where it's basically, think of like a kind of classroom where like everybody is like basically kind of like sitting down, and like Vajra is walking around like, if you really want to succeed, your mind also has to be as strong as your will of combat. So I'll ask everyone a question. Think very carefully. What has a head and a tail, can flip, but has no legs?
Coin.
This is
Ashbourne. Got it. Without raising her hand.
Sorry, I just
And then
shouted.
she kind of like wraps you with like a little thing. She has in her hand.
Oh, I'm getting so good at these puzzles. And she
yeah.
takes her hand.
Yep. And no, I won't make you roll damage. I was actually thinking about it. It was like, it's a magical wand. And you take 50 damage.
Oh, no.
All right. So we flip to another scene that is just like Rin and Knock Knock. So both of you guys are like off in like a corner. She's been really driving you guys really hard. What are you guys saying to each other? After going through some like sort of grueling tasks.
Okay. I thought training was going to be more like, kick them up, like punch it down. But you know what? A lot of these training things that we're doing are just like, when you like get a beverage and there's like a clue, like a fact on the cap.
Yeah.
That's what these things feel like.
Yeah, this is probably the most hard I've ever worked in my entire life, besides Celeste like yelling at me to go do things in training.
I'm studying way too much. I got things falling out the other side.
Yeah, I gotta catch that stuff sometimes. It falls right out.
I forgot how to tie my shoes last week.
Did you?
Yeah. Okay. But I know how big the tallest mountain is.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At this moment, she, who's been cloaked all the time, unveils herself directly
that's not fair.
in the middle of you and says, "What comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years?"
This is the type of stuff that you find under the beverage. once in a minute,
Twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years.
I don't know.
And then,
hold on, I know what this is.
yeah, and then
This is a trick. This is one of the tricks.
What is it?
a trick.
This is a trick. It's not really what she's saying, but it's what she's using to say it.
Oh, okay.
You get it?
No, but I'm following what you're doing.
Yeah. It is a letter. The letter M.
Very good, knock knock.
Oh yeah! And he trips over his own feet and falls down.
Nice. Yeah. What happened, Ren? I didn't. I expected you to come close at least.
I told you I'm not very good at puzzles. This is the worst
But
thing.
I'm trying to get you better at puzzles.
I gotta train even more. But we're just gonna have to say I might be a lost cause though. I'm good at fighting.
So
I'm good at fighting though.
I mean, should I put you in a cube next to the others if you're a lost cause?
I can clean dishes. That's a skill, right?
That is a skill, but we're wizards, so we just
Oh,
magically
true.
clean our dishes.
I should practice more, and I will train very hard. And he like looks at knock knock. He's like,
Yeah, I got no idea.
yeah, I'm gonna study as much as possible so I can be with my ancestors and train as much as they did and know their history and all that kind of stuff. And then he looks at knock knock like,
My clothes are inside out right now. I don't even know.
yeah,
You better. Okay, now we have a scene with Ash and Perrin. And Chips, of course.
Yes.
You guys are basically laid out on the ground because you're really exhausted from like a combat trial that she just kind of put you guys through. What are you guys saying to each other?
I can't feel my legs. Do I have legs?
The legs are attached. However, I'm sure you'd prefer if they were not.
I know, like, no pain, no gain, but man, I can't, I feel like I have muscles on my muscles right now.
This is pain unbearable.
All right. Once again, she unveils herself. She was invisible the whole time.
Ash just exhaustedly, like, so I imagine that, like, Perrin and Ash are sort of, like, laying, not, like, on each other, but they're just, like, kind of, like,
Right.
friendship slumped on each other.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And she's so exhausted that instead of her normal, like, scream and exclamation, she goes, "Ugh," and just looks at her.
Many have heard me, yet nobody has seen me. I won't speak back unless spoken to. What am I?
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
This is what?
Many.
Can you repeat it for your friend?
No one has heard me.
Because you were paying attention.
Maybe, perhaps. You don't realize how tired we are.
Well, you always have to be ready. Always. If we're going to infiltrate the Xanathar, they are one of the most powerful guilds in Waterdeep.
Many have heard me.
Yet nobody has seen me. I won't speak back unless spoken to.
An echo.
Oh.
You're an echo.
Ashbourne. Once again. Once again. I think she's unseating you as the leader, Halfling.
This is well done. It is perhaps the thing that we need to have the student change and challenge the master.
Are you the master? Are you the master?
I am the master performer. I am Perrin Underhill.
Okay. Very good. I thought it was Underhove, but good.
Yes.
Good job.
Well, that's when I reintroduce myself.
Yeah, he's rebranding.
All right. So now this is the last day of the training. This is basically before we go out. You guys are just like you're not beat down, but you're like just like I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And like she's like, well, do you feel ready?
Yeah, you guys. I learned a thing where I can track everyone. And Ash is like, she's so hyped to like go, and like she feels so accomplished from everything that she's learned during the training. So she's doing kind of like a run in place, and then Chips is next to her running in place,
Nice.
and they're just hyped to.
Yeah. Anyone else want to talk about what they've learned? Anything new they've learned?
Please understand that Perrin Underhill is lucky by chance. But now, because we together are a group and a family, the Perrin has spread his luck to the rest of you.
That was really nice, Perrin.
Oh yeah,
I feel lucky already.
I feel so lucky.
Yeah.
Well, only when I decide that.
You like decide our okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, unfortunately, Shaka still has not really recovered, so I don't think he'll be able to go with you.
You'll take care of him though.
I'll take care of him. I'm still working on him. You know, when you lose a patron, it takes a while to get yourself back together. Unfortunately, you might have thought the training was the difficult part. Now we really must face the most difficult part of all, and that is, how do we get this cube to the Xanathar? Now, I have a couple of ideas, but if you have any, feel free. Here's what I know from my my spies, and then Percival runs in and says, "Hit a report." And then, like,
Hey, Percival.
Hey, are we still going to theater?
Yeah.
Because it's been a couple of weeks.
Well, I was here training. I have a mission to do with the Xanathar, but after the mission, I'd love to hang out with you, man.
Okay, what are some of your favorite plays?
So I really like Death of a Tradesman. I really like that one a lot. Little Tavern of Terrors. Yeah, sentient plant. It's crazy.
Tavern of Terrors.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like hear there's this guy with glasses in it.
Yeah, Skidmore.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a pun on his name.
Nope, there's no pun.
I could not think of a pun on his name. That's pretty good. Okay. Well, I've been watching you guys, of course. So I think that you guys have a couple of options here. Okay? One, the Xanathar don't trust many people. But if you happen to kill a member of the Xanathar and bring that to them, they will see you as someone that is willing to do what it takes and very powerful.
Hold on, I just want to understand. If we kill one of the Xanathar's men and bring back the person that...
Or women.
Or, yeah, person.
Don't be sexist.
No, I'm just... soldier. They'll trust us for killing their soldier?
Well,
or is it like a test of strength?
They won't kill you when they see you.
Cool, okay.
Like, you'll be able to get your foot in the door. It's not like an automatic thing. Nothing's easy. But we have some Xanathar prisoners down here that you've seen already. So one option would be to try to kill one of them, bring that to the Xanathar, and they might let you in.
Okay.
The other option is to obviously try to go yourself. The third option is to send Shaka, but he's in really bad shape.
I don't want to do that to him.
So I don't know if you want to do that. And the fourth one is, well, I don't really like this guy, but Percival, how dare you talk about Renair that way? Yeah, well, he's a really weird guy. Vajra, he's really weird. He saved my life. What Percival means is if you can contact Renair, I always misspell his name, Neverember, he knows how to get into the Xanathar very easily. He's been working with them for a long time as a double agent of sorts.
Oh.
Does anyone know where he might be? Have you seen him in your jaunts about town?
Rainier, Lord Neverember, I believe, is pursuing unknown mysteries in a library.
Oh, like in... Wait, what kind of library?
Well, a library with books, of course.
So you've seen him?
Well,
I've been
yes.
trying to contact him for months. Where is he?
Well, the last we saw him,
He's very important to me.
the last we saw him, he was in a library.
What library? Oh.
Wait, where?
Well, with a friend of ours where he was learning. Our friend's name is Rita. Rita is a bugbear.
I know all of the what you're this makes no sense. I know all of the libraries in town.
Well, perhaps you do not. You don't know this library.
He's talking in code. What is going on here? If anything has happened
He's not.
to Renair,
If he's hanging out with Reader,
who is Rita?
So Reader is a mysterious bugbear that lives outside of space and time.
Yeah, that's the best way to explain it. I feel
know.
like that's pretty spot on.
I must have pushed you too hard. Now you're just speaking
Well,
nonsense.
you know that the stone has powers, right?
Do you have the stone?
No, I heard stories of the stone. The stone stories are ones of power, right? People connected to the Stone of Galore.
I mean, the rumors, sure. We don't
Yeah.
even know if it was real or not.
Right, and so that's what we're trying to find out. And so in our journey, we've met a Reader.
Yes, and Rainier Neverember, Lord Neverember, would also like to find out the stories and all of the information that we need so that we can know all there is to know about the Stone of Galore. So Lord Neverember is actually helping us all right now.
Okay, but I'm still a little worried that he hasn't contacted me. I know a lot of people try to kidnap him and get information because of his father. You guys are familiar with his father, correct?
Yes, we are.
Oh, what do you know about his father?
He was the mayor.
He was the
Waterdeep.
Lord, yes.
Of Waterdeep. The mayor,
Is-
the Lord. Yeah, you know. Quasi-elected official.
Is that all you know?
That's all I know. Because it is all I know.
And do I try to do Celise? Because she attuned to the stone. Yes, I'm gonna try to do Celise at risk of her killing me. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna have her roll history. Okay. Because she's in here as well. Okay, I don't have her stats, but I will say that that's enough. Yes. So Celise says, "Wait, now I remember. When I attuned to the stone, wait, Lord DeGault. The stone said DeGault was the one that embezzled 500,000 gold. This stone was used by Lord DeGault to erase his memories and the other memories of everyone that did it. That's why they're trying to get him." And then Vajra says, "Well, of course. So if you've done something with him, you've obviously known of this. And I don't know if I can trust you anymore."
Well, we didn't do anything. He wanted to know. Wait, Ash doesn't know this. Go ahead, Farron.
He wanted to know more about what was going on in the library. So I suggested that maybe he should learn.
And he went
everything.
along just willingly?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, we have to decide what to do. Regardless of what you do, you have to tell me where this library is, because I'm very concerned with
It is
How much?
difficult to find.
Yeah, and also how long have we been training for?
Oh, we've been training for weeks, but he was
like-
down there for 8 hours.
So it's like 8 months.
he won't be back up yet.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I was like wondering, like how long have we been trading for?
Yeah.
Like a month or
Yeah.
okay,
It's been a
yeah.
month since we last been in the library.
Yeah, so he's been there. We could probably find him 7 months from now.
Maybe
Wait,
6 months.
is that what Knock Knock is saying? No. Okay. I was like, you saying that to Vajra? She would freak out. She's like, what? Okay, all right. So so what how do you suggest we
We have a lot
try
of
to get this
choices.
key
Yeah.
to the Xanathar?
Question about that. What do you know any information about those tattoos? Because two questions, double parter. Do all of the Xanathar's men know each other?
Oh, of course not.
Right, but all of them have tattoos on the back of their neck.
Not all of them.
The higher up ones do.
Some of them.
Could we, in theory, get fake tattoos and pretend to be?
Is there like a henna tattoo artist in Waterdeep?
There might be.
I mean, if you find like an Indian grocery store, I'm sure you can buy it. You can buy the henna.
Or I could just draw it with ink.
Those are
Well,
permanent.
usually I think they'd be able to spot an ink tattoo. I think you'd have to get an actual tattoo.
Or just tattoo a lot of people to confuse them.
Whoa.
I mean, if this is what you want to do, yes,
I kind of
because
like
I'm
that
just
idea.
thinking.
because as of now, I just want to go see Rennie. So, you need to tell me wherever this library is, and I'll go, and then you can go off and
I don't know where.
get this to the Xanathar
So
however you want.
we're trying to get the Xanathar to take the cube.
Yes.
That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard of a haversack ruse?
I don't know what
What is that?
That's where you pretend like you want to keep something away from your enemy, right? You pretend, and then they go after whatever you have, thinking that they got something great,
Oh, like a decoy.
kind of like a decoy.
Yeah.
But like it takes a lot to convince them.
So we start a rumor that we have something really important.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, that's one way to go. Yeah.
Well, how would you do it?
Well, there's no. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just talk about it. I
Yeah, I think that's interesting.
So we're trying to lure them to us, right?
guess. Or get them to attack us
Yeah.
to take it from us.
Oh.
We could also ask one of these Xanathar prisoners to just take us there.
That's true too.
Oh, that's another option. Yes, if you can convince Jalaxo or the Etin or Nihilar.
Jarlaxle's probably not him though, right? Yeah.
Stay away
Well,
from
I
him.
mean, like Jarlaxo looks out for himself. I think there might be a chance you can convince him.
I want to try that like mind guy. What's his deal?
I don't know. I feel like messing with mind, like getting into a mind games with a person with mind in their name.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't
No,
sound
that
too
makes
good.
sense. That makes sense.
Well, all I have to say is that the Xanathar, they're not like, it's not a religion. I mean, they're all loyal to a point.
Well,
If you can give them a better deal or somehow persuade them, they might to save their own hides. They might.
What would be something that they would want?
Also, they don't know what's in the cube,
Oh.
so they don't really know what it is. So technically, you might be able to just have them find it and they just bring it back.
character question or out of character question.
Yeah, what's up?
So there was a moment where Vajra said that there were plenty of prisoners, Xanathar prisoners. Were the Xanathar prisoners the same three people
Yes.
that were in the
Well,
cubes, or is there like a dungeon full
There are
of
other ones.
vagrants?
Yes, yeah,
that
there
are
are-
like Xanathar,
there-
like regular.
There are other ones, but they're like kind of lower level
Right,
people.
right, yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
like,
good.
Yeah,
so
Xanathar
so they
toughs.
wouldn't really work here.
Oh, okay. They don't have. They don't
Yeah,
have.
they
They
don't
don't have
have
juice.
because like yeah, it's like they wouldn't be able to get into like the beholder's layer.
okay,
You know,
okay.
like it would have to be one of the
Okay.
one of the bigger
Perrin
ways.
had a plan. Perrin's plan won't work.
I mean, you can still propose it.
Perrin's plan will not work.
Okay.
Because Perrin's plan won't work on the lieutenants.
You guys can try.
Yeah. So, all right. Well,
but I'll say that Vajra's getting a little hasty because she's worried about Rennie at this point. So so she's like, "Come on, let's decide."
Vadra, please understand that Rennie, Lord November, is as safe as he possibly could be.
Well, I don't know
in this
that.
particular moment.
I don't know where this library is.
As well, it is not for you to know. I'm sure that the next time you see Lord Neverember, he'll be able to tell you all about where that library is, as well as the rest of the mysteries
I have been
of the
in
universe.
contact with Renea at least once a week since he saved my life. This is the only time since I've known him that he has not had contact with me, and I am worried.
Please, you've spent so much time training us to become the people that can defeat the Xanathar. If one of the people that you are training are telling you that your good friend is fine and is actually in a great place, in a great space with a friend, please trust us.
Roll a persuasion.
Yeah, I'm persuading. 27.
Oh, wow. Okay, you persuaded the Black Side. Yeah, she's like, well, I am a good trainer. You're right. Thanks for appealing to my ego, Perry. And she's like, fine, I'll send Percival to look for this library of yours. But I can't go with you on the mission. I have to stay here and protect
Very well.
the tower. But you need to decide what you're going to do.
What are we gonna do, you guys?
I think that Knock Knock has a good plan.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think you got the plan.
I have a plan?
You have a plan, man.
Oh man, guys, I don't know. I'm starting to doubt
No,
myself.
don't you don't. And Ash grabs him and looks him in the eye. Don't you doubt yourself. You're perfect and special and great.
Do you guys? So when we meet the Xanathar, or if we meet the Xanathar, are we positive we can destroy him with riddles?
Yeah, that's my plan. I'm just gonna come at him.
Why is a raven like a raven?
Yeah.
The riddles almost destroyed Rin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
And we're here.
That's some serious psychic damage from riddles. Yes, well, if we want to do Knock Knock's plan, then I have to know so I can, free the prisoner that you want to.
Oh, we have a choice to pick who we take?
Does your plan involve freeing a prisoner?
Possibly. I mean, this is what we would need to do.
Okay,
we would need to have someone to stumble across some information that maybe they shouldn't, know of, and then maybe they escape. Maybe we make it available for them to escape somehow. Okay. You got one over on us. You escaped. And they go back to the Xanathar and they say, hey, while I was there, they talked about this cube thing that's very important. We should totally steal it. They're going to move it on this date. And then they attack us.
My only worry with that plan is I don't know if the Xanathar would attack Blackstaff Tower. They're bold, but I don't know if they would attack the Tower of Wizards.
So we should set up a day that it leaves Blackstaff Tower on this particular day to an unsafe location.
Like a caravan.
Yeah.
I like that plan.
Is that what you want to do?
So we talk loudly in front of a prisoner.
We should actually, Ash,
Yeah.
do you remember the tavern or the inn that you were in?
Yeah.
When you met Percival.
That's a great idea. Because doesn't the Xanathar own that inn?
I believe so.
We can just.
So
Yeah.
perhaps Percival would like to maybe patronize again this inn.
Oh. Am I on a mission? Are you sending me on a mission?
And perhaps let them know that you know some information that you just
Let
haven't-
who know? Do I just
Well,
go there
just-
and just start talking about a cube?
Why don't I go or someone goes with them and we can pretend to be drunk?
Very well.
I could do that.
Let's do it.
Wait, hold on. Pretending, guys. We're talking about
just pretending.
pretending.
Wait, I can't drink. I'm a mage in training.
No, we will wink, wink.
Vadra, can I drink?
Pretend.
No.
No. We're not gonna drink. We're gonna wink, wink, drink.
So I gotta pretend I'm drunk, even though I've never been drunk?
No, don't do that. That doesn't
I
work
mean,
out.
I just
That doesn't
do a
work
good
out at
job.
all.
I can try.
No.
Just spend some time with Rin. He will train you.
I'll help you out. I can show you the pointers and all the ways and movements.
Do you
to
see
use.
Rin right now? Just act like that.
Functional.
Okay, I can do that. Wow, this is not expecting a plan like this, but you've been able to handle yourself so far. So I trust you. Whether my trust is misplaced, we
Elaborate
shall
plans
see.
are our speciality.
Okay. All right. So tell me how you guys gonna.
Guys, I secretly love the haversack ruse. Like, it's something that's been like can be found in like all great wars, and like the one that they did in World War II for this is like absolutely amazing. Where they like found a dead body that was only like a couple days old that kind of looked like this general, and then they hid papers on it, and they also made him look like it. Yeah, it was a whole big thing that they did with the Nazis. It's amazing. Sorry,
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
So, Perrin believes that the plan should be like this.
Yeah.
If Rin is going, Rin will go back to his room that he had in that space, suggesting that maybe he forgot something. While he's there, maybe he lets them know about the cube or leaves some things in that room that talk about the cube. Well, you are drunkenly downstairs talking about said cube and when it's going to move. And then it moves. Yes. I think that means yes. I think that means the plan is golden.
It probably didn't pick up on the microphone.
That was amazing. It was literally right when you said the plan.
It was pretty good.
That was great. Wow, that it's actually pretty decent because if Rin goes back, the Xanathar spies there will definitely be paying attention to you. If you could, and they will definitely investigate the room after you leave. So this might work.
Who's all going to the tavern though? Are you guys just gonna like hang out and like bond without me, or become best friends and I won't be there?
It is impossible for Knock Knock and I to become better friends than we already are.
Yeah.
Cool.
Matching tattoos.
Well, I do remember on the first episode you guys were voguing together.
That is true.
We vogue a lot.
yes.
So you guys are connected. Come on.
Start whacking.
Hey.
So what's the plan now? We're gonna give information at the tavern.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then do you guys want to set it up so we're moving the cube tonight?
Yeah, I think we should the next day.
Okay.
Like sunrise?
Sunrise, yes. Right at the cusp of dawn.
So
I think would
everything.
be yes.
Yeah, no darkness and
Right.
people jumping us from behind.
Right.
And at this point, Celeste says, I think I'm going to stay with Shaka. I don't trust that. Well, so like Vajra's left the room at this point.
Right.
She's like, I don't trust that Vajra's really going to, really pay attention to him, especially since she's really worried about Renair. So I'm going to stay with Shaka. You guys just let me know what's going on.
All right.
It would be perhaps unwise to leave Shaka alone. Celeste, you do us very proud.
Thank you.
Have this mint julep.
My unseen servant made it.
She's like, well, I'll be.
I do declare.
Well, I do declare.
Go watch Shaka now.
Something raw like.
Thank you for reminding me who I am. And then she
And
goes off
then we are all dead.
Like a sweet Georgia peach.
Right. Nice. All right. So who's how are you guys getting back to the end? Because it's not that far.
No.
Is that it's just it's just me so far? And
It's
So it's you.
Rin, Ash.
It's a Percival. I think it's all you guys.
No, Rin, Ash, and Percival.
Okay. So what
You want to get ready for like a caravan type
Yes,
situation?
we're gonna get ready for a caravan, but right now we're gonna split the party. Split the party. Split the party. Split the party.
God, I can't believe D&D makes us do that every time.
It's in our contract.
It's like a big TM. Right. It's a big TM after it. All right, so let's start with Ash Percival. What's up? You got a question?
No. So because Ash and Percival and Rintu this is our last night on the town before we move this thing, and so Ash is dressing up like she's going to the bar. So she's very, very dapper. She's wearing her suspenders and her cute little bow tie, and she has her hair very, very coiffed up.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, she's ready to be at the bar.
How's our parent dressing?
Parents hanging out with Knock Knock. Yeah,
sorry.
right.
How's our Rin's dressing?
Yeah, I think he has like this gold cloak, and he also has like a little top hat. And he has like, of course, like he has like the gloves on. He's just like, we're all gonna be fancy.
Yeah. Percival doesn't really have any like go out clothes. He's pretty young,
Right.
So he's just wearing just regular, civvy clothes. He
We'll
just
take care of you.
Yeah, I have an extra bow tie.
Oh, you
and
have a bow tie.
I give him a bow tie.
okay. So like he has no idea how to put on a bow tie.
It's fine.
As Sharif does not either.
Yeah, I don't know how to tie it.
I just do clip-ons.
It's Ash though, so it's
is it
probably a
clip-on?
clip-on.
Okay, is it
Let's be
clip-on?
real. Yeah.
Thanks. And the bow tie is a little big for him, so it kind of looks like almost a little like clownish.
It's gonna spin around.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like, "Thanks, Ash." All right, so I'll say that you guys are at the tavern. We don't gotta cover actually walking to there.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do as soon as you get in?
Well, I feel like Ren asked Ash, should we really get him drunk though? He's never drank before.
No, I don't.
Yes, you should.
Wait, what?
Oh, you really want to drink?
Roger's not here, guys. Come on,
Oh yeah, you live your
have one
life.
drink.
just a little bit.
One drink is cool, and like also you're gonna be. Well, how old are you?
This is a terrible idea.
11.
Oh, I thought you were older than that.
Really 11? I thought he was like 22.
I thought because we were gonna go see a show.
No, he's very young.
This entire time, I thought I had been like bonding with like a 20-year-old.
Oh no, you have
That's,
been.
I had no.
Why
but,
did Vajra say the only reason he couldn't drink is because he's a mage in training?
Yeah,
not
and
that
not
he's
that he was
11 years
11.
old.
Because it's Waterdeep. Like this
Okay.
isn't like the U.S. It's
That's
not
true.
like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
22-year-old.
Apparently, secretly, Ash is an R&B singer.
No.
Too soon.
No, I thought I was hanging out with an older person.
No. He's like, wow. I mean, all my friends are older.
No, it's cool. Like, it's fine.
I feel very judged right now.
No, you're not
Like, were you
judged.
never 11?
Yeah, I'm 11.
Did you get drunk at 11?
No, I didn't.
Wasted at 11.
No, I wasn't. Oh no, man.
Ash, I don't know what to do here.
Have you heard of a Shirley Temple?
Oh yeah, we could do one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, that
It's a
sounds. I've
drink.
never heard of that.
Yeah,
Is that
lots of
it's
alcohol in
great.
that.
Give me a Shirley Temple.
Yeah, just non-alcoholic drinks. Now we're babysitting. I had no idea.
I've never even heard of her. Is
Yeah.
that a person?
No, yeah. She's a bard.
She was the pilot of the good ship Lollipop.
Okay. All right. So he marches up to the bar. He's gonna order himself, even though he can kind of like barely reach over it.
God damn it.
One Shirley Temple.
God, my whole
Raises,
worldview
like,
has
his head over.
changed.
Oh my god.
And the bartender brings him one.
Yeah.
I like at the Xanathar's bar they serve Shirley Temple.
Yeah. So as he's getting his Shirley Temple, what do you guys do?
So we could be drunk too, right?
Yeah,
We
no,
could-
we could be drunk.
Okay, but we have to keep an eye out on him.
This is such a
Yeah.
terrible idea.
Yeah. So at this point, Percival comes back. I got Shirley Temples for you guys too. Let's all get wasted.
Let's take this. And then Red like puts
He
it on the
gets you
counter.
guys the Shirley Temple.
He's like, this is a little warm. I'll get me and Ash a drink. Don't worry about that.
Or
These are a
put
little
more
warm.
ice in it.
Yeah,
Just
a
get a
more
little ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can't handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta water it down.
It's true.
Okay, I understand. Meanwhile, he just sitting there, just sipping the Shirley Temple. Is this how it feels?
We're gonna add some more ice to our drinks. You know, it's too hard for us. You know, gotta water it down a little bit.
Okay. All right, you guys gonna do the mission?
God damn it.
Like,
Yeah. I just didn't know he was a child. I'm still on it.
but it's like in Waterdeep, people, it's
Yeah.
as I said before, like it's not uncommon to see
Yeah.
like a kid in a tavern.
Right, he's got
Yeah.
kids to feed. So
He has kids to be 11 back then is just 25 now.
So I had to go upstairs to the room, right?
Yeah, you have to go upstairs to your room and
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go upstairs and then I'll
because you left something upstairs and you have to go get it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go check in my room. In case someone's listening. I'm gonna go check in my room and I shall be back. I will see you later, Ash.
Bye,
All right.
Rin.
Okay. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be back.
All right. Now here's the thing. When you went in the room, you were passed out. When the guards took you, you were passed out.
Oh,
How do you
yeah,
know
I
which
don't know
room
which
was yours?
I thought I knew it was 10. Isn't it 10?
no, that was an.
Oh, that was
You
other
can
place.
go in 102 if you want.
I mean, I would love to knock on every door to figure out if I noticed something that I saw before.
Okay, so you're trying to go through, just knocking.
Let's
opening
go to
people's doors?
101 first. 'Cause let's
God.
start there.
Okay, while you're knocking on doors, because that will be a lot of role playing. Let's Ash, what are you doing?
So she's sitting, drinking her Shirley Temple and chatting with Percival.
Who is like trying to act drunk, by the way.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, this Shirley Temple, this is amazing.
A little light on the Shirley, a lot on the temple.
A lot of temple here.
Right here. That's what. Is that why they call it a Shirley Temple? Because it's hitting me right here. I'm pointing to my temples for the podcast.
Yes.
She
Surely
goes,
you must be drunk.
I'm bummed that we didn't get to see a play because this is my last night here.
Oh, it's your last night.
Yeah.
I thought we were hanging out.
Yeah. And she's like kind of winking. Yeah, well, because, my friends and I, we got something really important that we're moving at dawn. So I won't be back to the side of Waterdeep in probably months.
Oh, you mean our friends at Blackstaff Tower?
Yeah, those
He
friends.
winks at you as well.
We're really good at subterfuge. Can I actually roll a performance to see how good that we're doing? Yeah, that makes sense. That is a 3.
Okay.
Was it a 1?
No. It was a 2.
So you notice the bartender, the same one that was speaking with Jarlaxo the last time that like you guys in, is like looking at you, and he's kind of like looks like he's trying to figure out exactly what you guys are talking about. He motions toward another very large I'll say a human that comes over. Can I help you?
I do work. Why? What?
Do you know whose bar this is?
This is, a cool hip dive that a lot of locals go to.
Where are you from?
I'm from this village called, Ultron. It's next to it's like outside of Waterdeep.
Ultron. I
Yeah.
haven't heard of Ultron.
Yeah, it's small. It's tiny. A lot of people haven't heard of it. I'm not offended that you don't know where I'm from. It's cool. Where are you from?
Okay, well, I'm not here to have a conversation. Just keep your voice down.
Oh, okay. Do you work here?
He was walking away.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. He rolled pretty low, so I'm going to say that because you're dressed up differently, he does not recognize you.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to Rin. So at this point, Rin, I'm going to say after embarrassing yourself in various rooms,
Sorry.
you do recognize that 201 is the room that you were in.
Okay.
So what kind of things are you leaving? In the, what are you leaving in the room?
Let me see.
Because you guys never really talked about what exactly you're going to leave.
Yeah.
So what are you going to
I mean,
leave?
I think he oh no, that'd be weird if I ripped off like a piece of my jacket.
I mean, you could.
No, because I'll just like take the cloak that he has and I'll like leave it like on the chair.
Okay.
He'll also leave the top hat because he's like, oh, I can part with this. Like, if I die, no big deal if I leave it here. So he like puts it there.
Time to kill Ren.
Let me see. I think that's it because I think that's enough that like or
Well, so you'll have to leave. Well, you'll have to leave something that lets them like some kind of hint
That
that
leads
they
them
know
to the
what
black
the-
sky.
yeah, that's why I was.
what the caravan is leaving.
Do I still have my ears? No,
I mean, you can write out a note. You can
Yeah.
put a
Yeah, let me
thing.
not take my ears off. I'll leave this on. So I'll write a note. I guess I'll like write it to Celise. Like, oh, Celise, if you find me, I went back to the place, and he puts in quotes the place.
Okay.
Love
with
Ren.
with the thing.
With the thing. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
just in case they like are wondering.
Any
Make it mystery.
any
Like how-
any emoticons, emojis going on?
I would love to put the smiley face emoji with the sunglasses.
Okay.
Good choice.
Okay. Is it the emoticon or the emoji though? Are you actually
Oh.
putting because I'm an
Yeah,
emoticon
I would love
person.
that. I'd love to put it on there.
Sorry, we do emoticons.
Yeah,
Wait,
but-
what's the difference?
What's the difference between an emoticon and an
because
emoji?
we're old.
Wait.
So the emoticons are actually using the symbols and letters.
No,
so
thank
it's
you.
like $P for
Right.
the
Who's
thing.
doing
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
No,
Yeah.
We're
thank
doing
you.
emoticons.
I think he draws
Yeah.
a circle with
How do you-
sunglasses on it.
Fine.
I've
Fine.
never done that before.
You never done
Yeah, I was really good at it, actually. I would
No.
send people fishes and like koala bears.
I just recently started using Sunglass Guy not too long ago.
Really?
It's pretty good.
What?
Equal,
I
equal,
now need to
equal,
know which
equal.
ones you have been using.
Right.
Well, I use Slack for
Okay,
work.
yeah.
So I use that one a lot, and then I added a bunch of like hamster dance. I added Mr. Burns Excellent.
Oh, that's a good one.
A fist bump one. That one's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't do it in text.
Okay.
I'm all
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
all
that's me.
emoticons.
Like,
I think
really?
that's our text conversations are just emoticons. What are you doing? Wine glass, Tana, twins.
When I get bored, I'll do GIFs. I think GIFs are
I
funny.
like
Oh yeah.
I like doing
Yeah.
an entire conversation in GIFs, though. I
Yeah.
think that's the
That
funnest
actually
I
way
need
is
to
pretty
iPhone
fun.
to
Yeah.
fix their. They need to up their GIF game because it's not very good right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's really bad. They have like their own native thing. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's another. That's
Yeah,
another.
I use Giphy usually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Anyone see the emoji movie? Anyone see the emoji movie?
No. Is it bad?
Wait,
I heard it's
what?
horrible.
After
movie?
these messages,
We'll
be right back.
Not yet.
No,
We
like,
talk about
what
this
was
emoji
it?
movie.
No, I never knew that was a thing.
Yeah, there's an emoji
There's a
movie came out like
with,
last year.
Yeah.
It was like living emojis.
Yeah.
It was it was
It was about
like
as good as you would expect
Yeah.
an emoji movie.
Yeah,
to be.
Okay,
it was
then that
not
makes
great.
sense.
Right.
Yeah, I never saw it.
But it was interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So after you've left your note, you're still with Percival.
Yeah.
What are you talking about with him?
So,
As you're trying to leak these.
information. Let me level with you, Percival. I really love my traveling companions. I think they're their best, but sometimes I feel like I get left out of the loop a lot. Like, I don't want to go wake up early in the morning to do anything. That wasn't my decision.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
If I knew you were a kid, you would not be here. Yeah, Percival,
Percival.
I think we're cutting you off, man. I think you've had a little too much to
More
drink.
Shirley Temples. Okay. All right. So let's flash to Knock Knock and Perrin.
Okay.
How are you guys preparing this caravan thing to happen?
Well, Perrin is ever the optimist. He believes this plan will go off without a hitch because it came from the great minds of Perrin Underbow and Knock Knock.
Very true.
So he has complete faith in his companions.
Okay.
So as we are planning this goofy caravan of subterfuge, Perrin decides that he is going to sing a little song.
Okay.
Yeah, so he is singing a song to let the time go by.
Are you gonna
You
sing
gonna
it?
sing it?
Well,
Do it.
Yeah, sing a little bit of it.
You
Yeah,
gotta sing a song.
just a little bit.
right. As the days go by, we sit here and bring everything together. For Go to the Xanathar, get that Crystal Pepsi, and bring it back to us with the keys.
Bring it back to us with the
keys.
Bring it back to us.
All right, you definitely get inspiration for that, for sure. Anyone that embraces in that gets inspiration. So, and also remember, you still have yours too.
Yeah, I haven't
that
used
you
it
haven't
yet.
used,
Yeah.
even though you blacked out and did all kinds of crazy stuff.
Perrin, don't you think it's weird that Ashbourne and Ren took that 11-year-old to the bar?
God damn it.
It's a little weird.
This is, at first I was going to say it is Waterdeep, but he seemed particularly underage.
Yeah, and very enthusiastic too.
Yes.
Like when I was 11, I wasn't like, yeah, take me to the bar, take me to the bar. I need to go to the bar.
That is, though, where Ash and Percival met.
I guess so.
And Ash didn't seem to think anything was weird about it.
Very strange.
At that time, so
It's almost as if Ash didn't realize that he was 11 years old.
yes, that is very peculiar.
So strange. So, side note, when we talked about the plan, are we releasing one of these prisoners at the same time, or are we just
No, I thought the whole point of going to that bar
is to just drop the
is
information?
to drop the hints
Gotcha.
so that the Xanathar would find out about it. And it would be strange or suspicious if one of the people that they knew to be locked up in Blackstaff Tower
come out with
got
this-
out of
Yeah.
Blackstaff
So-
Tower.
So they don't know that the people are in Blackstaff Tower.
Oh, okay.
They just know they're missing.
They're missing.
They know
Oh,
they're
okay.
missing.
So I think right now what we're doing is we are crudely covering up like a wagon or a carriage to make it seem like we're being incognito. But there's like little hints that figure out that like, oh, this is a cover up. Like kind of like when you see a van, you're like, oh, that van was like a DHL van before they like got rid of the stickers on it. You know what I mean? Like it's like that type of thing.
Okay.
So I think that's what Knock Knock's spending his time doing. Setting it up and then also setting it up so it has some weaker points on it.
Right.
So if they attacked it, it'll break down, you know?
Okay.
So if like someone goes after the wheel, like it's going to crack.
Okay.
And so, not making it too easy for them, but definitely not making it too hard for them.
So is your plan just to put the cube in, or are you putting like other
That's a good question.
Yeah. Why don't you guys like role play it out? What you
Yes,
gonna put in there?
we have to make it seem like there are other things that we need in there. So perhaps some books.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
histories of Waterdeep and
Oh, what about all these barrels of hay that we
yes.
Oh, yeah.
That is a callback to episode
Yes.
one.
Wow.
That is a callback to
Barrels of
episode
hay.
one.
Very good call.
Barrels of flour.
Okay. Yeah, throw some barrels in there.
Barrels of hay. Oh wow. Yeah, we just make it seem like we're trying to like, and then what we do is we padlock this cube, so then they have to like, oh, what is this? Yeah, they really want it.
Yes. I like this. I like this idea a lot.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. So like I'll say that like you guys are assembling this stuff. Now, Ash, Ren, and Percival, how do you guys leave? Like how do you wrap it up and
I
leave?
can imagine that Percival is so committed to
He's
being
very
the
committed.
drunkest that I'm just like, we gotta take him home.
Yeah, we gotta care about it.
He's just like too much.
Yeah, I'm having such a great time. Woo!
Yeah, babysitting's hard, right?
Everybody, look at me! I'm flying.
Yeah, so we have him.
Side note to this though, we saw the Umbrella Academy a couple weeks ago, and there's a scene where the young kid, is drunk, and I turned to Serena, I'm like, this kid has never been drunk a day in his life. Like, and he's a good actor too. He's a good actor, but I'm like, why is he doing drunk like that? And then I thought like, oh,
Yeah, it's like
because-
TV drunk.
Yeah, because he's 13 and he's never been drunk before.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on. Commit to the role.
Yeah.
I gotta see that, by the way.
Yeah.
It's really
Good,
good.
yeah.
All All right. So and like so if you're carrying Percival, what are you doing to?
Oh, we're both on.
both-
Yeah, we both have.
wow,
Very
so
dramatically,
you-
like both arms go.
Yeah.
Nice. So you
Like,
just
yeah,
like
like
He's
that.
just like this. Yeah.
spread out. I'm flying.
Okay, little buddy. Let's get you home.
Okay. All right. So like I'll say as you get back to the tower, and like by the way, Percival's being super loud the whole way back. You guys are just finishing up.
Yes.
You know your
Yes. Our subterfuge
Yes.
caravan.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do when you see each other? How do you greet each other?
Well, did the plan go unhinged?
Swimmingly.
What's your problem? What is he drunk?
No, he's fake drunk.
I'm wait. I'm not drunk.
You are drunk.
You're
thought I was
wasted.
drunk.
You're out of control.
Yes.
They gave me Shirley Temples at 11. You know how many I had? One.
You guys,
He's drunk on sugar, man. He's drunk on sugar.
don't worry, he's gonna crash real
Yes.
soon.
Yeah.
As you say that, he's literally just like
Oh
he's like almost snoring at this time,
my
just
God.
sitting down.
My diabetes.
Oh my God! Did you have pre-existing health conditions? No, let's not play that. Oh, I'm just anxious now.
Oh, let's make a death sentence. No.
Are you allergic to peanuts? Like, what are the things you have?
True. Yeah. All right.
Took
So
his insulin
yeah,
shot.
yeah. So as he's snoring away,
my God.
what are you guys saying?
It's time to prepare.
And Knock Knock goes up to the cart and he's like, "Behold!" And he like takes it off, and it looks like a cart. It looks like a normal cart that's carrying like food and rations and stuff like that. But it also has this hint of like, oh, something else is going on over there, or whatever. How's this going, guys?
Oh,
Yeah, doing things all in that
wow.
amount of time looks pretty good.
That's
I
awesome.
like it.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah.
How did you go over there? Did you see any like people?
Yeah, this guy came up to me and he did not work there, but he told me to pipe down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, was that
That was mostly it. No, I said a couple things real loudly, and I think that Percival here kind of sold it. Yeah, so I think people will be coming.
Yeah. And I left a little note upstairs just in case so they can track and start looking for us.
Yeah.
nice?
So
nice.
hopefully we got them to hear us.
Okay.
Very.
Now, how early are you guys planning on this?
At the crack of dawn.
crack of dawn?
Yeah.
Yes. First light.
Yeah, first light. Because I like smelling bread in the morning.
I love bread.
Bread's so good.
Great. Get some Wonder Bread in the morning.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. So I'll say you guys go to sleep.
Yep.
Get up. It's the crack
rest.
of dawn. How are you guys? Because like, is this caravan? Are there like, is there going to be people like, are there going to be like horse-drawn with people on it?
We're
Are
probably
you
going to
pushing
be.
it down a hill? Like,
Yes.
what are you?
Ooh,
How are you guys
I
doing
don't think
this?
we should.
I
like,
think
be
we
around
should.
it.
I think we absolutely should.
I
Just
think
in
we
case
should.
get the attack.
Exactly.
I mean,
why?
I will say that like, if you wanted to, Vajra could staff people to actually do it.
Yeah, that's what I was
If you
thinking.
wanted.
No, I think we should.
I think we should do
I
it
think we should
I think we should do it.
and be
the,
defeated.
and the thing is, like, we have to see in order to sell it, we have to become like
yeah,
we have to fight for this pretty
Right.
hard
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
and lose.
Yes.
So that means we have to get pretty close to death.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it. I like this plan.
Oh yeah, did I not explain that part of the plan? They have to come very close to killing us.
Okay, well, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I missed that part.
But
I didn't say that part.
All right. So, like, tell me how you guys are going to be positioned on it, because I'll say that there like has to be kind of like 2 or 3 people in the front of the carriage, and I guess the other 2 people would be either inside or on the sides or something. So, who wants to be actually driving it?
I'll be driving it.
Okay. And like
animal handling.
Animal handling. Yeah,
you
that's
will
why.
definitely be rolling that for sure. And who else is in the front with Ash?
I could take the front.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And we'd be like in the little back
Yes,
where the
yes.
cube would be, right?
Yeah. You can be in the caravan, or like, or
okay.
you can be following in horses or whatever. How do you
think-
how do
yeah,
you
I'd
guys
be
want to do it?
inside. Yeah.
In there?
Yes, we're gonna be inside.
Okay. All right. I'll say it's pretty for you. It's fine because you're short.
Right.
Say for you, it'll be a little uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, the story of my life. I just can't even like sit in the car.
Because we have horses then, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna go up to the horse, and I have a carrot, and I'm like petting the horse very gently, and then I want does a horse kind of look? He's pretty tame.
Yeah. These are like horses that belong to like Black Sabbath Tower. They've been
Okay.
domesticated. They pretty much know what to do.
So I'm gonna cast Beast Bond with it.
Oh, okay.
So
What is Beast Bond?
I establish a telepathic link between me and an animal that's friendly to me,
Okay.
so we can talk with each other.
Okay. Like, is it like an actual talking or like more like just sharing thoughts?
It's sharing thoughts, but it's telepathic. So, however, the horse wants to chat with me.
Okay.
But then
I'm just thinking if I had to make a horse voice.
you don't. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Mr. Ed.
But I think that it uses. What do I do? Does it a thing? Do you have a DC to do against it? Hold on. Sorry.
Oh no, if it's just like it's not like a.
Oh yeah.
I think it should just work.
I think it just works.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do a horse saving throw against your.
Yeah. Okay.
your
Cool.
thing. I think we're fine. Okay. All right. So do we go off?
It's time to go, man.
Okay. All right. So we go off. Why don't you roll animal handling?
So that is a 7.
Okay, so I'll say that it does not start off too well.
Yeah.
I'll say that it like you're kind of meandering side to side.
And I'm trying to chat with the horse. Okay, I'm sorry. I haven't ridden a horse in a while.
Obviously.
It's fine.
I mean, obviously.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Hey, man.
Like, can someone else get on the reins?
No.
Please.
Chill out for a second.
Yo, what's going on over there?
I mean, can anybody else hear me?
No, just me.
Is this thing on?
Are you talking to that horse right
Yeah,
now?
I'm talking to this horse right now.
What's he saying?
He doesn't like my driving very much, and it's like we're starting to like I see the path, and it's like
you're going into the grass.
in the grass.
You're
Okay,
going in the grass.
it's okay. I just wanted to tell you though, if things get bad, I need you just to run. Okay.
Oh, I'll run.
Okay.
I'll run. Don't
Yeah,
get,
'cause
because
I wanna protect
for fighting
you.
is like you're riding. I'll definitely run.
Okay. Can I roll animal handling again?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's roll it.
Okay. That is a 15.
Okay, all right. You bring it back on the path.
Okay.
He's like, good. I see that my motivation has worked. Just keep it like this.
Yeah, you're cool.
Actually, don't do anything anymore. I'll take over.
Damn it. I wanted to be friends with this horse. This horse is a dick.
Oh, yes.
This horse is a dick.
Wait, the horse is a dick?
Yeah, man. No, it's fine. He's cool.
What's he doing?
No, he's just hurting my self-esteem.
Well, I mean, like, imagine that, like, you existed to just be written on all
I want
day.
to free you.
Imagine that. And then all people do is give you carrots and rub you. Like, that's supposed to be like a substitute.
Well, tell me
for
about your
slavery.
life.
For freedom. like, that's great, right? Isn't that a great life, right? Yes. No?
If I
thought
get
so.
fed it, soldiers, that's how soldiers work.
See, what do you mean that's also Ashbourne? What are you talking about?
No, this horse and I, he's exposing some realness to me. I just need to sit in silence for like a second.
Okay. Hey, horse, you want another carrot? You want to just like toss my
This
carrot?
horse is mean.
Over the horse's
All
shoulder.
right, roll. What'd you roll to throw that carrot?
Athletics?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll athletics.
17.
Okay, so like it's like right on target. I'm gonna roll to see if the horse sees and catches it, or it hits him on the side of the face. Oh, he catches it.
Yeah. Ashbourne,
right.
see, you
He's
just gotta be
bonded.
nice to horses.
I am nice to
Yeah, he catches
horses.
it. Hey, why don't you let that guy drive? Why don't you let him drive? Why don't you let him drive?
Ash kind of is huffy, and she does. She gets up. I don't. You drive. This horse doesn't like me.
Oh, yeah, it's real easy. He's just like lightly holding the reins in his
Yeah.
hands. Because I imagine we're just like crawling through.
yeah,
we're just
exactly.
crawling
This is
through the
not a
top.
tough. This is not a tough thing.
Be like, oh, okay, yeah.
He's like, see, I mean, can you do that talking thing with him? Can you switch that from you?
No,
To him?
but I can stop talking to you if that's what you prefer.
That would be desirable.
Turns it off.
Okay, all right.
This
So,
horse, he talks exactly like a horse from Black Sabbath Tower.
Yeah, that horse would be that horse.
yeah. Okay. What are you guys doing in the back?
Can we hear anything that's happening?
Yeah, horse is literally arguing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
Ash is arguing with the horse.
you don't. don't hear the horse, but like you like hear what they're saying.
So I think Ash has gone a little crazy.
Well, it's not a far trip for Ash.
I promise we didn't drink a lot last night.
Wait, for you? Or
What is that supposed to mean?
well, let's say that you have a penchant for being inebriated.
I mean, that's not false.
You
That's definitely
are
not false.
permanently unsober. As
Oh my god.
Damn, functioning alcoholic.
Like, do I have a problem? Do you think I have a problem, Perrin?
no, I think you.
I'm
are
just
written.
really stressed. I get really stressed with all this stuff happening.
Fair enough.
That's true.
All right. So are you're driving now? Well,
Yeah.
like you're lightly. Okay.
just
Yeah.
All right. So I want you to roll animal handling.
Okay. 21.
Oh, nice. Okay. You spot right kind of like a sort of like a tripwire, like it's like a wire that's like kind of like laid out, but like you see it and you navigate the horse to step over it.
Oh, okay.
And then
I learned this. What was it called? Dressage?
Wow.
Yes, dressage. There you go. Good job.
This is horse dancing.
That's and the horse is like doing it.
like,
Yeah.
Favorite.
Have you ever had your feelings hurt, like recently?
Yeah, I get my feelings hurt all the time.
When's the last time you got your feelings hurt? Have I ever hurt your feelings?
Have you ever hurt my feelings?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not.
I don't think you've hurt my feelings either.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I'm just knock this horse hurt my feelings.
Oh, the horse did?
Yeah.
Well, he's a horse.
I know, but like, you think that like,
Mike.
Sorry, I should talk to my microphone.
yeah, it's just I don't know. My feelings are hurt.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you're not going to be in chains, and he will. So, I mean, maybe that helps you.
Jeez, wow.
But maybe we can just like let him go
lucky you turned that beast spawn on.
Then who's gonna like carry the cart
after.
after?
I think all horses should be let go. Have I ever shared this with you?
Well, I don't know if we need to talk about this right now. We're about to be attacked. See, there was a tripwire right there.
What? I didn't even see it.
Yeah,
I was just in my feelings.
Yeah, the horse went over with its legs, but I'm pretty sure the wheels are gonna trip it.
No, I'll say that,
Yeah. So let's.
All right, everybody. Well, actually, you two are inside, so you would notice. So you two roll perception.
Nat 20.
That's 20.
That is a 15.
Okay. So actually, I'll say that both you see it, but knock sees it first. You see about maybe 15 circular objects that almost look like they're kind of like liquidy coming toward you, and they're coming toward you fairly quickly. They're like levitating above the ground about 10 feet. And they almost look like they're closing in on the caravan.
Oh my god.
So knock does like knock to like let them know
Yes.
that something's coming. Like,
Ooh.
does that?
Only knock can get that off.
Yeah.
Now, do you,
So
how
Perrin
do you guys, like respond to that?
Yeah, Perrin knocks back. And and then he looks at Rin and says, Rin, you are not the performer universal that I am. But, my friend, it is showtime.
All right.
All right.
go.
So these things are coming for you. I'd say
Before once I say it's showtime, I touch Rin on his shoulder and I give Rin bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
is it like a Spider-Verse thing where like you like touch my shoulder and go, hey,
His hand sticks.
I can like use new attacks, right?
We're
yeah,
level 8. We're level 8 now.
so like all the level 8 stuff you guys can
Yeah.
use.
So just so that you know, and here's a little spoiler alert for a callback to earlier today. Several other people will be getting Bardic Inspiration. So just so you know, Bardic Inspiration adds 1d8 for the next 10 minutes on an ability check, attack roll, or a saving throw. So when you decide to use it, you can roll your d20 and then add a d8 to that if you like.
Oh,
we're
that's
supposed to be
awesome.
like losing.
We are supposed to be losing,
Okay.
but we're supposed to make it look like we're not trying
I
to.
see, I see.
So therefore, use that damn bardic inspiration.
So, as I said before, there's about 15 of these circular objects. They're about 75 feet away at that point, but because you're rolling a nat 20, you can definitely see it, and because you're a ranger.
How big are they?
also see
How
it?
big would I?
They're far away, so it's kind of hard to see exactly how big they are. As they get a little closer, I'd say about 50 feet, they kind of look like beholders, but not really.
Oh, okay.
And it'd be really weird to see 15 beholders at once.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the only thing that you can compare it to. And like, they're not making any noise or not. They're just moving toward you. So what do you guys do when you see these things?
I actually grab the reins from Knock Knock and I go, yeah, and like I try to like go faster.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'll say that like the horse kind of looks back at you, kind of rolls its eyes, but it does go faster. Yeah. So roll animal handling on that.
17.
Okay. Yeah. It does go faster. Are you going so like it's like kind of in front of you in a semicircle? So like if you go fast, you're going straight towards
I want to
the
go
one set.
Barrel right through.
I want to try to
You
barrel
wanna
through
barrel
it.
through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
because I imagine it like it's closing in
Yes,
this way, so
yes,
it's sort
that's
of
what they're
like
trying to do.
Indiana Jones, where if I can go quick enough, I can miss their surrounding us.
So there are two in front of you.
How many are there
So
altogether?
15.
15?
15. Yeah,
15.
15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a ton of them. So like it's a semicircle that's in front of you that's like closing in. So like if you go forward, there like would be two that like you would run into.
we would run into.
Which you can if you want. If like you want to see if you can barrel through them, or if you feel like that like you need to shoot them down or whatever.
Yeah, I guess I'll stick with barreling through them.
Okay.
Trying to get through.
All right. Okay. So you go in and you try to barrel through. I'll say that you hit the two in front. And you get them. They as you get closer, you like realize that they are not beholders, but they are gas spores.
Yes.
So they look like beholders, but they're like these large kind of plants. They are poison. When they explode, everyone make a Constitution saving throw.
Ba-da. 15.
16.
9.
Let me see, 10.
All right, Rin and Ash, I need you to roll 3d6s.
Just, 3.
Wait, you have inspiration though, right? Or Bardic?
Oh,
Bardic?
I don't know.
That's right.
You,
Actually-
you do have.
No.
And I'm gonna use a luck point.
You have it as well.
Well, I haven't given it.
everybody? Just
Well,
use it.
so as a bonus action, I gave it to just Rin, but the plan was to give it to
I will
all.
say,
Yeah.
as you see us barreling through, you can
Give
you can choose to give it to.
And you can, or I'm just gonna use a luck point. I forgot that in our leveling, I picked the feat lucky,
Okay.
which allows me to reroll.
Yeah, how do you guys do? You want to give it? Or,
Yeah,
or just have her use the look.
Yeah, she can use her luck.
Okay.
I gave it to Knock Knock when I did my knocks back to Knock Knock.
Okay.
He also felt the bardic
Okay.
inspiration.
Well, he passed, so he's fine.
Right. Yeah.
I still didn't pass, so it's fine. I'll take it.
Okay. And are you gonna use?
Yeah, I'm going to
your-
use it. Yeah. Bardic
So you
inspiration.
roll your
So D8. Yep.
on top of your.
These two, right?
No,
Oh,
on top of
No,
whatever you roll.
I think you had 9.
Oh, yeah, I
right?
had 10.
10?
So
Okay.
what was
13.
It? Yeah, 13.
Oh, you don't pass. Oh,
Dang it.
man.
Bardic
All right. So yeah, roll
Yeah, 3d6.
3d6s.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I got a
D6, yeah.
6.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Oh, wow.
11.
Yeah. Oh,
All right. So that is the poison damage that you take.
ouch. Yikes.
So like these are essentially poison gas clouds.
Okay.
When you're poisoned, that means you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Damn. Okay.
Did we go past those two?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
no, you like ran into them and they
And they
exploded
Oh, we
exploded.
crushed them.
into the poison
Okay.
cloud.
Cool.
But like it only affected them too.
Cool. Gotcha.
Okay. All right. What do you guys say as you pass through this poison mist and you see Ashenor and
Oh, my throat! My throat! I inhaled it!
What?
It's in
Why'd
my
you-
mouth! It's
go
in my
inhale
mouth!
it.
It burns!
Stop it! Stop! Don't. What?
Yeah.
Are we in initiative yet, or can
not
I?
initiative yet?
Okay. We're just passing the semicircle.
Yeah. So like imagine that like the semicircle.
I made this. What does that look like? Does that look
Yeah,
like it?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So I
Yes.
imagine we're like right here.
Yeah. So like you've like passed through and the other ones are behind you and they're
Gotcha.
they're like chasing you, but like you're going much faster
Faster.
than them. So like unless you stopped or something, they wouldn't catch up to you.
Cool. I want to throw my hummingbird arrow at one of the ones that's kind of far away. That wouldn't affect us if it blew up.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Good.
Cool. Ooh, 26.
Oh yeah.
Rolling
You
hot
absolutely
this
did it for
game.
sure.
Yeah. And then 8.
Okay. Yeah. So that one explodes as well, and it's so close to the others that it kind of makes a little bit of a chain reaction that actually takes out about 4 or 5 of them on the left side. So you see them pop, and like each time they like pop, you see a mist of that same poison cloud that was around you, but obviously it's not close. So
Gotcha.
so like you're not affected.
Right. Still going.
Yep. And do you guys go any faster, slower? What do you guys do?
I'm
as
just-
you're seeing this.
Probably go faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll animal.
That is a 9.
Okay. All right. I'll say you don't go that much faster.
Okay, so it's like the same.
Yeah. But actually, I'm gonna roll for that horse. I'm gonna roll for the horse. See if they were affected. Oh no, they were not affected.
Oh.
Oh, good. You're a resilient horse.
I wanted that horse to be mad at you for something, for something else. That would have been pretty cool. All right, so all of a sudden, I won't have you roll perception on this, but you see in the mist, you see someone coming directly to you on horseback, and behind them, you see a bunch of other people on horseback as well.
geez.
Oh my
We got
god.
company!
Yep,
Cool.
and like I would say that like they're about 75 feet away as well, but they're closing pretty fast. So
Okay.
what do you guys do?
We can't. Oh, they could just see him right now.
So these guys see him.
Do,
But I mean, do we have the ability
they could tell you and you guys
Right.
could
Yeah.
Yeah.
peek out or something.
Yeah. Do
or
we
do
have the
something.
ability to see in front of us? Because we're in a covered wagon,
You
right?
would have to actually like peek out.
Okay.
And do it. Which you can.
I mean, at this point, we're probably peeking because
Yeah.
I'm poisoned, coughing.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
you need to know what hit you.
Okay. All right. So what do you guys do? Just keep on going. Do you try to move around?
So I mean, I can I hand the reins over to Knock Knock, and I go backwards onto the carriage, and I'm gonna fire an arrow at the closest rider to us,
Okay. So okay.
who's
All right.
riding towards us.
Okay. All right. Does your arrow have that range of 75 feet? It's pretty far.
See, it's a longbow, so I have a range of 150
wow.
feet.
Okay, wow. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So I'm gonna do that, and as I do that, I'm gonna do Hail of Thorns.
Also, remember you have disadvantage from the poison.
Okay. What?
Against plants that are magical, you have advantage over.
Oh, so you only take half the damage.
Oh wait, yeah, I have.
Oh.
I do have advantage against plants that are poisonous.
Oh.
Oh, that's
very specific.
I mean,
As a ranger, I'm a forest ranger.
Well, I think that's advantage against like attacking them, but like I don't think that's advantage against the
Yeah.
poison itself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't have
okay.
advantage.
So I'm going to
Yeah, so-
roll twice and see. Yeah. Does a where am I? My life. Okay. Does a 13 hit?
No,
Okay.
was not hit. So tell me how you fire it.
So Ash turns backwards, readies her bow, and as she's about to fire, the wagon wheel hits a rock, and it bumps her, and so the arrow actually just goes up.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna come back down. All right, so as you guys see the
Yeah. So these guys are there is like
coming-
one. It's
they're
like a
on the
phalanx.
No, they are on the path coming
Right
directly
there,
toward
yeah.
you.
So, but is it like a phalanx? Like what maneuver? Or I mean, like what positioning are they in?
Like
a
a
flying
flying
V.
V.
Yes,
Yes.
like a flying V. Yeah,
Okay.
isn't that?
We live together.
Yeah, they think that's a phalanx
Okay,
or
I'm-
a phalanx.
I'm sorry,
or-
Napoleon.
Yeah.
I'm not up on my
So,
military terms.
Sorry, Charlie Banks.
Right. So
Emilio Estevez.
I look at them, and you know what? I'm like, we've got to make this look good, don't we? Rin?
Yeah.
We do.
What are you gonna do? Are you about to do something really crazy?
Maybe.
All right.
So Perrin looks at them, and he casts Erupting Earth on them. Erupting
Is it
Earth.
that far?
Yeah. Erupting Earth means that so I can choose a point you can see on the ground within range,
Okay.
which is 120 feet.
Okay.
A fountain of churned earth and stone erupt in a 20-foot cube.
Wow, what?
And each creature centered on that point. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d12 bludgeoning damage on a fail save, or half as much damage on a successful save. Additionally, the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain until cleared. Each 5-foot square portion of the area requires at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
Okay. So are you putting this cube like under them or in front of
Yes.
them?
So I am looking like a ranger.
Okay.
I am anticipating where they will be when I cast it so that it perfectly captures all of them. So I'm going to cast it just a little bit in front of the lead rider
Okay.
so that the lead rider will
Like
get
smacks
there
into it or flies in the air.
Yeah, the lead rider will catch the beginning parts of it, and the rest of the riders will catch the brunt of it all.
Okay.
So, that being said, it's time to make the earth move outside of the bedroom.
Well, here we are.
Parents still parent, guys.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on.
Baron. No, it's Baron.
So,
What's the save on that?
earth erupt. 15 dexterity.
Okay. Ooh, they pass it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then they only
Did they
get
take
half.
Okay.
We've got 9. And, oh, jeez, that sucks. 15.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. 15 plus the spell attack modifier, so 21.
Okay. So even though they take half damage, it's still the same effect. They still fly
is
in. Okay. All right. So tell me how you cast this thing
So,
without saying anything creepy.
yeah, like, I mean,
No promises.
yeah, right. Parents, feel the earth move. Feel it hard.
He said not creepy.
It was Perrin.
You
That's
had
not
one
creepy for
job.
Perrin. Yeah, that's not creepy for Perrin. And he takes his hand and he twists his hand like he's turning a giant dial, and then he turns his hand up and he makes a fist, punches it out.
Okay. All right. So I'll say that the first rider launches in the air. At this point, Ash and Ren. Well, I'll say you're covered up, so like you wouldn't see. But Ash, I would say you notice that this is the guy that walked up to you in the bar, like the large human that told you to keep it down.
Yeah.
Except now he's flying through the air because of Perrin's spell. He takes that damage. When he falls, the people behind him essentially they like slow down a bit, but like not completely, and they trample this guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they trample over this guy.
How many people are behind him?
About 5.
Okay.
And they keep coming.
All right.
So like they don't look back, they don't do anything. They just trample over them, and they're coming. I'll say now they're about 25 feet away.
Okay.
And you guys notice that they are skeletons.
Oh.
They-
So that dude was a human.
That dude was a human.
The rest of them are skeletons.
We're skeletons.
Just a human leading his army of skeletons.
Oh, all right.
I mean, the Xanathar employ a wide variety.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity employer.
Yeah, so these skeletons are close. If they get any closer, I'd say we're definitely going to go into some initiative. So if we remember the goal of what we're trying to do,
Right.
Yeah.
What's next?
So Knock Knock, after all that happens, Knock Knock grabs the reins and he pulls the horse in a side direction, going left.
Okay.
So they all have to like.
Is it drifting? Are you
Waterdeep
Courage.
drift? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's doing.
I live life a quarter mile at a time.
What does that mean? It was so funny. I was selling these speakers on Craigslist the other day, and all my hard drives. I was selling these speakers on Craigslist the other day, and this guy came over and he was like, "Oh, can I test them out on your computer?" I was like, "Yeah," and I hooked him up on my computer, and he's looking at my Explorer on it, and all my hard drives are named after Fast and Furious people. So it's like
didn't know this about
Paul
you.
Walker, Gina Rodriguez, Ja Rule.
Oh, the actual actors.
The actual actors, not even the names of the characters.
Now, is it ludicrous or like, do you have his actual name?
I don't have
Just
that many
Ludacris.
yet.
Okay.
I don't think I made it
Just checking.
to Ludacris yet.
Oh, he left out Luda.
I mean, I got Ja in there.
Right, yeah. Monica.
And this guy looks at it and he's like, "Oh, you know Gina Rodriguez?" And I was like, "What are you talking?" I had no idea what he was talking about. And I was like, "No." And I'm like, "Who's that?" It's like, "Oh, she's my landlord." And I was like,
Wow.
"What? Wait, hold on. I don't think
very
we're
offensive.
I don't think we're talking about the same Gina Rodriguez."
Yeah.
But
Anyways, I Tokyo drift this. The other thing that I'm thinking is like, let's both get away, but at the same time lose them, but also like if he pulls the wagon hard enough, that gives him a reason to stop because the wagon might break because I messed with the wheels.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to think of a roll to see if so your goal is to drift it so that the caravan part kind of breaks off
Yeah, just like a reason to stop.
with them in it. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna be good.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you roll? It's kind of a hard one to think about what to roll for. Just roll just a dexterity. Yeah. Okay. Just straight up dex.
16.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So like you like Tokyo drift it. You look right in the camera as you pull the e-brake. You pull the e-brake and
Puts on his sunglasses.
Yep. And yeah, because you design these like weak points, like the caravan part, it like breaks off.
Okay.
And you guys keep going as it breaks off.
Yeah, I think it would still pull, right?
Yeah. No. I'm just asking if like you decide to keep on going off.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not pushing the horse hard though.
Right.
After this, I'm not pushing the horse hard. I'm just like, let him keep running.
Okay. And
so
he didn't tell you what he was going to do. So
Right.
like, you guys are just like
right. So
falling around in the thing. So how do you guys react to this?
So, well, there are a couple of things that are happening. The first is that we have noticed that the only human that was there has died.
Yes.
Yeah. Perrin sees what's going on. Perrin has an idea. When Knock Knock, he's had a sense of Knock Knock in fights before. Mm-hmm. And he kind of anticipated that this was going to happen. He takes a couple of, as we start to drift, he acts as if there are stuff in the wagon. When the wagon shifted, those things shifted outside of the wagon.
Oh, okay.
And one of the things that shifted outside of the wagon was one of those barrels of hay that crashes and breaks.
Mm-hmm. Barrels of hay.
And next to that barrel of hay was the box that had the cube in it.
Okay.
And he screams, "Oh no!"
My cube.
Right.
Okay.
So, and then he drops the cube with enough casual behavior to make it seem like it fell out accidentally.
Okay.
And I motion to the front and say that, or Perrin says, "The cube is loose. What should we do?"
I think we should jump out and protect it.
Yeah. Oh no, our cube.
So okay, so like this is happening before, like during.
No, this
the
is
drift.
in the drift. So
Okay,
once
this
the
is-
drift,
yeah, okay,
So
okay,
once he
okay,
drifts,
gotcha, okay.
and then we're
Because I don't know if you'll have time to say what would you do.
No. So yeah, so like the cube has fallen out in the turn.
Yeah, but they're already leaving.
Who's
Who was
leaving?
leaving?
Them.
Did the wagon break apart?
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Oh,
right?
the wagon broke
Oh
off.
yeah.
You guys are in the
The
caravan.
wagon.
with the
Oh,
cube.
yeah.
So,
So like he
the
like
wheel,
broke off the part with
the
caravan.
wheel like cracked off on it. So
Yes.
it's like basically dragging the wagon. That's how I picture it.
Right.
It's
Wow,
like
that's
dragging
how
the
I-
wagon.
I
Not
thought
the
you said
hitch.
the caravan separated.
No.
I
Sorry.
just think it was
Yeah.
one piece.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pictured it as
So-
like
Got you. Okay.
yeah.
So the wagon, So if the wagon's wheel is broken and we're kind of dragging the wagon, then it makes sense that shit falls out,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
so stuff
Okay,
fell
got it.
out, and we're still kind of going.
Okay.
What do we want to do? Do we want to? So, parent suggestion would be to. So I say to them, the cube is out. So I think we should, or parent says, I think we should go another 100 yards, stop,
and try to retrieve it.
and try to retrieve it.
Yeah, I think so,
once
too.
they've collected it.
Okay. All right. So I'll say that you guys are gonna stop.
Right.
As you stop, the skeletons have gotten to the cube. You see them kind of like looking at you guys, and then looking at the cube, and then they kind of gather up the cube, and they start to go back toward the direction that they came from.
Yeah,
So,
I think.
Pull out my crossbow, or Perrin pulls out his crossbow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he tries to hit the how far away are they?
So like you said that like you were like 100 yards away,
Yeah.
like you said, right?
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
Right, that's like 30
300 feet.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, maybe,
So,
maybe
I
not
mean-
100 yards, maybe like 30 yards. Maybe like 30 yards. Yeah, 30
Okay,
yards.
90
yeah.
feet.
Yeah,
You're trying.
yeah, 90 feet.
Do you have 90 feet on your crossbow?
Heck no, but I'm not trying to hit them.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it looked like you're
Okay.
trying.
So like
yeah.
don't even roll then. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
right.
So like you fire
I
it
pull out the crossbow,
and like
or Perrin pulls out the crossbow and he measures for distance and he points up and he shoots. Please come back.
And that's
Like Red pulls out his dagger. He's like, "Oh no, dang it! They took our box." He throws it out. Oh dang it! I missed.
yeah, Ash is next to Parrot, and I'm just like unloading
Arrows?
but they're just like
yeah, just going all around.
showering them.
Okay. All right. So I think this is a good place to end then. So the skeletons are bringing the cube back to the guild, and you guys pulled off this successful caravanning plan.
Oh no, they've got the
Our cube that we
lost
wanted
this
for
fight.
sure.
And back at the tower, Celise is taking care of Shaka, while Percival is snoring.
All right.
Shirley Temple.
All right, so we will take questions for a couple of minutes. So if you have any questions in character for us, you can type question in the chat, followed by the character name, and then we can answer it. So that is for Knock Knock, Ash, Shaka, Perrin, Ren, also Celise as well.
Yes.
Even though Jarlaxle wasn't in this one, I'll say that you can ask him as well, and Vajra, and of course Percival. You can ask too. So if you have any questions, just let us know.
What about for the horse?
Oh yeah.
And the horse as
Yeah.
well, who Ash befriended.
Did I?
Did she?
Did I
Did she?
befriend?
in a very interesting conversation with the horse. Nice carrot throw though by Knock Knock.
Thank
I like
you.
that.
Yeah,
Just
that's all his training
toss
led up
that
to.
carrot in
That
there.
carrot.
Yeah. The
carrot training.
accumulation of all of his.
I
training.
did want, like, I figure you would. I wanted the horse to fail. The carrot just smacked him on the side of the face,
Yeah,
and
so
then he
mad.
would have blamed it on Ash. Too. So, all right, question for horse, of course.
Of course.
How do you feel about what went down today? Well, just another day. I gotta, just submit to my masters and go ride. No one tells me where we're going. I just have to go. They tell me to go faster. I have to go faster.
Yeah, it would be easier if they let him know in
They
advance.
let me
I
I mean, maybe I know a better way to get somewhere. I'm a horse. Maybe I know a better traversal
Yeah.
method. And guess what? Carrots. Don't really like carrots, guys, but that's all you feed me, so I had to force my way to like carrots. Maybe if I had a nice steak or something, that would be cool. But, just another day of being a horse. All right.
Question for Percival. Was this your first Shirley Temple?
Okay, I'll say he wakes up just to answer this question.
Out of a sugar coma.
Yeah,
Buddy.
exactly.
Yeah, listen up, pal.
He's and of course he's trying to front. He's like, of course not. I've had plenty of Shirley Temples. Me and the other mages, we go out, we get Shirley Templed up. Everyone has to carry us back. We're the wildest mage class in several years. Black staff, go!
Black staff.
Yeah. So question for horse. Now that you spent some time with the crew, do you have faith in their abilities to save the day? Well, once again, no one told me what they're saving. I mean, I don't know. They drove me into a bunch of skeletons and some. They drove me directly into two exploding poisonous gas. I mean, I saw they were gas spores. No one asked me what they were. They just said, let's drive through them. I mean, do I have faith? As much faith as I have in any person that rides me, which is about 15%.
Wow.
Jesus.
Maybe if another horse rode me, maybe I'd have more faith. If it was-
Another
If there was a
horse.
horse on a horse. Of course.
Of course.
You know what the messed up part is? My name's Ashbourne. We had a good icebreaker. We could have been friends. Same name.
Yeah. That's some good horse stuff. Yeah, nice job on the bee spawn. That was, I actually didn't know that you had that skill. So, yeah. So we'll wait for a few more questions. But actually, it was. I actually was gonna make Percival slightly older, but I just wanted to mess with you guys.
I did not know he was 11.
So
That's
I
so
did.
That
funny.
made me
I
feel
did drop his
weird.
age a little bit from my notes because I figured it would make Ash weird.
Yeah,
It did.
good call on Rin suggesting the Shirley Temple.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
That was-
that was you?
me.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Ash.
It's
Okay.
pretty good.
We had to play it off
Yes.
that. It
Because I was
really-
definitely going to have him order like an actual drink.
No.
my
As soon
God.
as you were a kid, Serena popped in, and I was like, nope, we are
right,
not. We are not doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
All right, so if we have no more questions, let's go around and say who we are, what we got going on. Starting with Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon Stennis. You can find me at Twitter at I am Brandon TV. What is going on with me? I'm going to be at Gamers for Giving in a few weeks. PAX East with these guys and just there for my final stuff. I got a new job, so I'm starting that in April. So this is like my final week. And then I started a new podcast with Pumpkinberry called 4 Aliens in Podcast. So we just recorded the second episode last night. So we now have a Twitter, which is 4 Aliens Podcast. So you can check that out. Coming soon. Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, I am Cicero Holmes. I played Perrin Underbow, your creepy halfling and bard. And Cicero will be at the Chicago Comics and Entertainment Expo in 2 weeks. And if you are in the Chicagoland area and are going to be at C2E2, see me, find me, hug me, tell me you like me or you don't. It's okay. I will have stickers that say Rivals of Waterdeep on them. So if you like these stickers and want to know how to get one, you have to find me. And then the following week, I will be in Beantown.
Beantown, baby.
With the rest of my rival family doing the finale of Rivals of Waterdeep at PAX
the
East.
season 3
The
finale.
season 3 finale. I didn't say series finale. I just said finale.
Sounds pretty final.
If that is too long to hear my wonderful melodic voice, then you should check us out on every Thursday right here on Twitch, twitch.tv/SpawnOnMe for the Spawn On Me podcast that I do with Sharif Jackson. You can catch that in podcast form every Tuesday, or if you're in the Portland area, you can go to X-Ray on the on your FM dial 91.1 or 107.1. Check us out there on Tuesdays in the Portland, Oregon area at 1 p.m. Pacific or xray.fm.
I'm Serena Marie. I played Ashbourne. You can catch me on the podcast, The Dungeon Rats. We're also a streaming show. We stream every other Tuesday. We had a stream last week, so it'll be in 2 Tuesdays from now. Also, you can find me at C2E2. I will be cosplaying, and I'm very, very excited about it. Are we allowed to talk about it?
Sure. Why not?
Cool. I'll be Miles Morales, and I am pumped.
I mean, you posted pictures.
Yeah.
I saw it.
So we're doing that, and then in my very first PAX East. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Hey everyone, my name is Carlos Luna. You can find me on all social media under Carlos Crits. I also will be at C2E2, just Saturday though. And I will be cosplaying too.
It's your first
Yeah, I think this is my
cosplay.
first cosplay.
Nice.
So excited.
Yeah, it's Miles Morales,
So we're both doing Miles Morales. That's
Double
great.
Miles.
but
Yes.
Different versions.
I will be Miles in the costume that doesn't fit him.
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
I will be carrying around a computer desktop that I make out of foam. So I'll just be sneaking around C2E2 pretending like I'm stealing this computer.
I want to dress as Doc Ock from Spider-Verse.
Oh,
Yes.
that'd be
Chase
so
you.
cool.
Chase you around. That's cool.
That's so awesome.
You can find me on Dungeon Rats every other Tuesday. We also release a podcast every single week. You could also find me on Wednesdays on this channel for Jace Bellerin Must Die. Also, that's in podcast form too. You can find that on iTunes, Spotify, or any of your favorite podcasting apps. I think that's all I'm doing right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I'm Sharif Jackson, your Dungeon Master. Check me out at sharifjackson.com, SHAREF Jackson.com. There's a projects link on the top that links to the Spawn On Me podcast with this guy, My Game Looks Good YouTube series, and all other associated math tutoring and science geeky stuff. And also want to plug Tanya's stuff as well, even though she's not here. All our stuff is like under the name Cipher of Tyr, TYR, and she also runs I Need Diverse Games. So like you can just search for I Need Diverse Games on Twitter, everything basically, and they're there. And like she also streams on a Twitch a lot as well. And yeah, so like we have one episode next week, and then we're off a week for C2E2, and then we'll be back at PAX East. And that show will be on Saturday, March 30th at 9:30 Eastern in the Albatross Theater. It will be streaming as well. Not sure if it's going to be streaming on D&D channel or on the PAX channel. Not sure yet, but when we get that information, we will let you know so you can spend your Saturday nights chilling like Percival, drinking Shirley Temples, and watching us. So that'd be cool. All right, so we will see everybody next week. Peace.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.